Hey everybody, I just wanted to do an updated video. I know I've got some of these tutorials already of the Royal Quiet Deluxe, but I wanted to go back and do an updated video of a 1950 Royal Quiet Deluxe. This is the gray crinkle. It's got the gosh, I forgot what to call these. Anyway, the extra detail, kind of like the winged accents on it in the chrome here, and it's just a beautiful typewriter. This one's in excellent condition, and this one types very well. It also is not nearly as noisy as most typewriters, which it's the Quiet Deluxe. It shouldn't be, but even of the Quiet Deluxes, I found this one to be much more, have a dampened sound. I mean, you still hear it, but the sound is a little more dampened. So I am going to use one of my backing papers. We have these on our website now. They're a packet of different designs, a package of 12. Highly recommend them. If you don't want to use a backing paper, you can use extra sheets of typing paper. But I do have a video out, and I'll try to remember to link it below. That tells you that, explains the benefits of using a backing paper. But let's go ahead and load up. And let me do that in a second. Let me go ahead and start. So in the back here is your paper holder. Love paper holders. This is where you set your margins. So let me go ahead and load paper, and then we'll set margins to where we want them. I'm going to put that right here. Load. Okay, so you can see my paper is crooked. So I'm going to pull this lever on the right side forward. That's my paper release. Line it up, re-engage it, kind of bring it down where I want, and then let's check the margins. So the nice thing about the backing paper that we have is I have lines on it so I can see through, and I'm like, I want my margin here and here, and that tells me my type is going to be centered. So the sun is coming in, so let me come over here. And so now it's where I want it to be on the left. So I'm just going to press that, and that'll set my margin. And then I'm going to come over here, and I need to release it because it's too far in. So I'm going to hold it down while releasing the carriage, and I'm going to put it where I want, and then press and make sure. So let me make sure. Yep. So I've got my margins where I want them now. Over here you have your line selector. So this is single spacing, double, triple, and you may want that, if you're writing a first draft of something, double and triple comes in handy so you can write in notes. And then this will be your release of your carriage. So if you are trying to line up, like I've got lines across here, maybe you want to line it up just right. Okay, and then engage, and now you're ready to type. But before we type, I'm going to open up this top here. So I'm going to move the carriage all the way to the left, and the reason being is I don't want the handle to be in the way of the cover. So on the Royals, always double check. Sometimes there is a release valve for the cover right here. So just make sure you double check. Otherwise, pull it up. If there's a release valve and or a release button and you pull it up, you're going to bend the lever that holds the cover down. Okay, inside you have your tension selector, which determines how hard those type bars or your type slug is going to strike the paper. This is your ribbon reversal. Okay, so one direction and then click and go the other. That is how you reverse the ribbon on your typewriter, because your ribbon has lots of ink in it, and just because you get to the end on your spool doesn't mean it's the end of the ink. You reverse it, go back and forth many times, and using up all of that ink. This takes a universal ribbon, and we do have videos in our typewriter ribbon playlist on our YouTube channel, and you can watch those and learn how to change out ribbons. Here's your color selector. Right now it's on black. There's red. Over here there's a white lever. That's stencil. And what that does is if you hit the key, the slug will strike the paper, but you'll notice that this is called the vibrator, is not going up. And because it's not going up, it's not hitting the inked ribbon. And so it's not, creating an impression on there. And that is to use for stencils. But if you're typing and it's not, the font is either, typeface is either really faint or non-existent, check two things. Make sure your color selector is firmly on the black or the red, or reverse the direction of your ribbon, and that should help you out. Okay, so down here you have your backspace. Okay, this is your margin release. So let's go over here and we'll do, there's my bell. Okay, so now it's stopped because I'm at the end of my margin. Actually, this is my margin release. And now I can go to the next line. This is my tab, and let me check here. So to set your tabs, you just lift it up and go in the back, and you just press and drag. Okay, these are a little stiff. They're not gonna move very well. They probably need a good WD-40 on them. But you just move them to where you want, okay? And by saying that, I probably shouldn't say that. I don't recommend WD-40 on your typewriter. In fact, I don't recommend any oil on your typewriter. So I do recommend that you go and have it professionally serviced when you need something done. Okay, so here's your shift lock. This is for the uppercase and the symbols. And then to release it, just hit the bottom shift, and that is how you use a 1950 Royal Quiet Deluxe. Let me know if you've got one and if you enjoy it, and thanks so much for watching this video.